Hello friends, today's discussion is about addition and subtraction of algebraic expressions. To start with, let's understand the fruity concept. Now what's the fruity concept? Let's take a basket with two apples and put another apple into it. Similarly, let's take another basket with two apples and put an orange into it. Now in the first basket we can say together there are three apples. But can we say the same thing in the second one? Like together can we count them? We can say that there are two apples and one orange, but together we cannot say like apples or oranges. So a similar situation like this, suppose we have three apples in a basket and we take out one apple. So we can say now, okay, there are two apples. But can you take out an orange from the basket of three apples? So there are three apples in the basket. Can we take out an orange? So it's not possible. So similar situations come across, and that's called the fruity concept. The fruity concept says that we can add and subtract similar fruits, like apple we can add to an apple, oranges with oranges. That's the fruity concept. Apple with apple, orange with orange. Apple and orange together, it's not possible to count. Together we cannot count them. So suppose we take three apples and two apples. So let it be like this. So three apples I have written as in the number form. So three apples and two apples, obviously we'll get five apples. Three apples and two apples, we get five apples. Suppose if we change the apples, we'll replace it with x squared. That means in place of apple, we will take x squared. So wherever apples are there, it will be converted to x squared. So here 3x squared are there and 2x squared are there. So the 5 apples will become now 5x squared. So 3x squared plus 2x squared has become now 5x squared. So similarly, suppose we take this one. So here there are 4 oranges and 2 oranges. So 4 oranges and 2 oranges together we get 6 oranges. So suppose we replace an orange by xy. That means wherever oranges are there, we will take it as xy. So that becomes now 4xy, 2xy. So the 6 orange, the orange is now xy. So 6 oranges becomes 6xy. So that's the fruity concept. We add or subtract similar fruits. Apple with apple, orange with orange. That's the rule here for the fruity concept. So similar fruits, we can say like similar things also. So when I say similar things like a book with a book, a pen with a pen, like this, similar things. So in algebra, we will say them as similar terms. Instead of things, we will call them as similar terms now. And similar terms, we know they are actually like terms. So the fruity concept in algebra means add or subtract like terms only. We can add or subtract like terms. So like terms with the same variables and the power. So 7x square y, 3x square y and x square y. These are like terms. So we can add them. It is like 7 apples, 3 apples and an apple, or 7 pens, 3 pens, 1 pen, like this. So 7, 3 and 1, it becomes now 11. So it may be apple, it may be pen, it may be orange, whatever it may be. So we are just adding the numbers here. So add the numbers and whatever the thing is there, it may be apple, it may be orange, it may be xy, it may be x. They should be similar. The similar thing we will put in there. So this fruity concept will use to solve problems in the algebraic. Now see here, so we have some like terms, 5a square b minus 3a squared b minus 9a squared b 6a squared b. All are having a square b. So that is the similar thing. That's the similar term. So here, first thing, we will put the negative terms in the brackets. Always remember that if you are having any negative terms like minus 3, minus 9, put them in bracket first. So after putting in brackets, we'll just add them as we are adding it. So next thing is solving the brackets. We have learned in integers how to solve the brackets. So plus into minus will become minus, minus into plus will become minus, minus into minus becomes plus. That's the same rule. So here also we'll use the same thing and we'll get here plus into minus becomes minus 3a square b, plus into minus 9a square b becomes minus 9a square b. Next, After solving, we will group the numerical coefficient, the number part. So we have 5, minus 3, minus 9 and 6. So all the number part we are bringing it together, and whatever the similar term is there we are keeping aside. So a square b is common for all. So a square will be on the other side, and in the bracket we will put 5 minus 3 minus 9 plus 6. So we will use the integer rule to solve this. So 5 minus 3, so integers, positives and negatives will separate. So 11 minus 12. So 11 minus 12 we get minus 1 a square b. But we know that we don't write minus 1 as the coefficient. So simply we can write minus a square b. Instead of minus 1 a square b, we can write minus a square b. So this is how to use the Fruity concept in solving the like terms here. Now suppose it contains some like and unlike both. Let's say this question. So we have like and unlike terms together. So for this one, first we will mark the like terms here. As you can see, we have marked in the colors. So you can see the red colors, green and the blue. These are the like terms you can identify. So just group them and use the Fruity concept. As you have done the Fruity concept, apple with apple, orange with orange. So x squared with x squared, y squared with y squared, xyz with xyz. That's the rule. So we'll group them. So 7x squared minus 3x squared plus 8y squared plus 7y squared minus 2xyz plus 4xyz. So we have grouped them with the sign. Remember here, with the sign we will just group them. Next, same thing, we will just numerical coefficient, we will make it together. So 7x squared minus 3x squared. So 7 minus 3. So 7 minus 3 becomes 4. 8 plus 7 becomes 15. Minus 2 plus 4 becomes plus 2. So we can solve it directly using integer rule also. Instead of putting in the brackets, we can do directly also. There is nothing wrong in that. So 7x squared minus 3x squared. So from 7 apples, we are taking out 3 apples. So left out is 4 apples. Same thing, 7x squared minus 3x squared. So from 7x squared, we are taking out 3x squared and we are left out with 4x squared. Similarly, 8y squared and 7y squared. Total 15y squared, the same thing. So in this way, we can solve any question involving both like and unlike terms. Now let's start with the addition and subtraction of algebraic expressions. Now when total expressions are being added or subtracted. So here we'll be using two methods. One is horizontal method, or we can call it as line method. Another one is vertical method, or else we can call them as column method. Horizontal, vertical, like this. So line method or column method we can use. So here, first thing, here to remember how to solve the brackets. Solving the brackets is the most important thing here. So let's take this situation, plus of the total expression. Now the expression is given minus 7x square y, minus 4xy squared and minus 2. Outside we have plus. And we know that in integers, if outside we have plus, the inside signs does not change. So plus into minus will be minus, plus into minus will be minus, plus into minus will be minus. So there will be no change. And another situation is minus of the whole expression. And in integers we have learned minus of anything will just give you the opposite of it. So whatever is there inside, the sign will change. So minus into minus you have to do, minus into plus and minus into minus. So let's see here. First thing, plus into minus, plus into minus, plus into minus. The sign are not going to be changed. You can see here, as we have positive, the sign does not change. On the right hand side, minus into minus, minus into plus, minus into minus. So all we have to multiply with the minus sign. So we get plus 7x squared y, minus 4xy squared and plus 2. So you can compare here the inside sign and the outside one when you have opened the bracket. All the sign have changed in the case of negatives. So whenever we have a negative sign in front of the bracket, we will change all the sign which is inside. So this logic will be used in solving the addition and subtraction problems. So let's start with the horizontal method or the line method. Suppose we have a question like this. So add 3x square y minus 7xy squared plus 8 and minus 7x square y minus 4xy squared minus 2. So the first thing, expressions should be in the brackets. So whatever the expressions there, we'll put in the brackets and we will add them. For that, we have kept one plus symbol in the middle. Next, solve the brackets. As you have learned now how to solve the brackets when expressions are involved. As outside the bracket, we don't have any minus symbols, neither in the first expression nor in the second one. So there will be no problem. Simply whatever is there inside, we'll just write it down. Because plus into whatever you do will get you the same thing. Plus into minus will be minus, plus into plus will be plus. So there will be no change of sign here. Next step, mark the like terms. You can see here, we have just separated using some colors. So we can just mark it 3x squared y minus 7x squared y. So these are like terms. 7xy squared, 4xy squared. Another like terms, 8 and minus 2. These are also like terms. These are constant terms. Now we will group them. So apple with apple, orange with orange, like this. So x squared y, all the x squared y together, all xy squareds together, and constants together. Next, so this does we'll solve it. We'll group the numerical coefficient, or we can do directly also. So when we group them, 3 minus 7 x squared y, minus 7 minus 4 xy squared, and 8 minus 2. So 3 minus 7, we'll use the integer rule. So 3 minus 7 is minus 4, minus 7 minus 4 is minus 11, and 8 minus 2 is 6. So for this, integer rules are very much important. So you have to be thorough with the integer rules. So we get minus 4x squared y, minus 11xy squared, and plus 6. Now these are all unlike terms. Now we cannot add them. So we have to keep this as it is. So apples with oranges, we cannot do it. So the same way here also, we cannot solve this any further. So this is the final answer we'll get. Let's take another question. Now subtract. So subtract 3x square y minus 7xy square plus 8 and minus 7x square y plus 4xy square minus 2. So when you're subtracting, same thing, we'll put them in the brackets. Now in the middle we have subtraction symbol. Now here, solving the brackets, there is a negative sign. So we have to use it. So the second expression becomes, see, the second expression, all the sign are changed. Minus 7x square y has become plus 7x square y, plus 4xy squared has become minus 4, and minus 2 has become plus 2. That's the way we solve the brackets whenever a negative sign is there in front of the bracket. Next, mark the like terms. We can identify the like terms, x squared y with x squared y, the same thing. Once you have solved the bracket, it is like the same thing what you have done in involving like terms and unlike terms, the same process. Nothing is extra here. Just the only problem here is solving the brackets. Once you solve the brackets, the question becomes the same type. Same thing, we'll just group them. Apples with apples, oranges with oranges. That's the fruity concept we'll be using here. So we'll group the numerical coefficient, the number part we can calculate. So we'll get here the integer rule now. 3 plus 7, 10. Minus 7 minus 4 is minus 11. 8 and 2 is 10. So with the like terms, we'll just put it there. Further, we cannot solve it because these are all unlike terms. So we don't simplify it further. We cannot do it. So we have to keep it as it is. Now another question. Now this question may create problems for some. It is like subtract 3x square minus y minus 7xy squared plus 8 from minus 7x square y plus 4xy squared minus 2. Here whenever the question is like subtract something, from whatever is given, that one will come first. So expression in the brackets. So what is given from, that one will come first, and what is given the first, subtract, that will come in the second part. So here the same thing, expression in the bracket. Then we'll solve the brackets as there is a minus sign in the middle. So the signs will be changed. 3x squared y becomes minus 3x squared y. Minus 7 becomes plus 7. Plus 8 becomes minus 8 in the second expression. First expression, there is no sign outside, so it is positive. So no need to change any sign. Next thing, we'll mark the like terms. Just identify them. Next, group them. Apple with apple, orange with orange. The same fruity concept we will be using here. Now, integer rule, we can use it directly now. Instead of grouping the numbers and all that, we can directly use the integer rule. Only see the number part. So we have minus 7, minus 3. That becomes minus 10. plus 4 plus 7 becomes plus 11, minus 2 minus 8 becomes minus 10. And whatever the like terms are there, the same variable we will put it. So we get minus 10 x squared y plus 11 xy squared minus 10. So this is the way we get the answer. So let's take another question. Subtract 8 plus 3x squared y plus 4xy from minus 7x squared y minus 4xy squared minus 2. Same thing in the brackets. Solve the brackets. Then mark the like terms. Just have to identify which are the like terms. Here. But the problem is grouping. Now let's group it. So apple with apple, orange with orange. Here we find that the last two expression 4xy squared and minus 4xy, this doesn't have anything to pair up. They are single terms now, so they cannot be grouped. They don't have any partner like this, so we cannot group them. So they will be as it is. So the next step, integer rules. First one becomes minus 10x squared y. Next is minus 10. Then 4xy squared will be 4xy squared only. No calculations, no simplification, nothing here. And minus 4xy is minus 4xy. So we can just arrange it properly and put the constant at the last. So it becomes now minus 10x squared y plus 4xy squared minus 4xy minus 10. So that's the solution of this question. So wherever we are able to group the like terms, we will group it. Whenever we find an unlike term or whenever we are getting single term, we will just keep it at the last as it is. Now the next one is vertical method or the column method. Column method is the same way that we have used in adding the numbers. Like according to the place value, when we add ones place under ones place, tens place under tens place, the same thing here. What we will do, suppose it is given add 3x squared y minus 7xy squared plus 8 and minus 7x squared y minus 4xy squared minus 2. First we will write down the expression as it is. Now the second expression will just put down it. So when you see that the variables should match each other, the like term should be exactly under that one. So if x squared y is there, under that one we have to get x squared y only. Then only we can solve them. So here we are adding it. Now let's see a simple thing. Once you have kept down according to the places x squared y, xy square, constant. So this is the main thing here to remember, to arrange their positions. Next, the same thing, the integer rules. We have 3 minus 7. So 3 minus 7 will give you minus 4. As x squared y is there, we'll get x squared y. Like apples is there, so we'll get apples only. Next, minus 7 minus 4. So minus 7 and minus 4 minus 11. So as xy squared is there, we'll get minus 11 xy squared. Next, 8 minus 2 plus 8 minus 2 is plus 6 over. So that's the way we use the column method. Next, let's take another one here. Now here the thing is, in the question you can see in the second expression we have 6xy squared minus 2 minus x squared y. Here you have to keep be careful that like terms should be under the like terms, like x squared y, under that x squared y only you have to write. So in the second expression we have minus x squared y, so you have to arrange it like this. Now 3x squared y, under that minus x squared y. Now 6xy squared was there, so only 6xy squared, that means it is plus 6xy squared. So it is in the second position. Now minus 2 comes to the last position. We can just shuffle it, or you have to just rearrange that such that we get the like terms. Now we can add it like apple with apple, orange with orange. So 3 minus 1. So 3x squared y, from that 1x squared y we are taking out. We are getting 2x squared y. Similarly, minus 7 plus 6. We get minus 1 xy squared. But we don't write minus 1. We can write only minus xy squared. And the last one, minus 8 minus 2. We get minus 10. That's the solution. Next, now subtraction part. Same thing. First write it down, the expressions, arrange it properly. Now subtraction. Now in subtraction, the main thing you have to remember, as you are subtracting, in the line method you have seen, whenever you are subtracting, minus you are multiplying with the total expression in the second one. So here also the same thing. Now minus of the total expression. So what will happen? So minus into minus becomes plus, minus into plus becomes minus, and minus into minus becomes plus. So now we will consider these symbols, not minus 7x squared y. We will count it as now plus 7x squared y, the new sign what we have got after multiplying with the minus symbol here. So we will add now 3 plus 7. We will not do 3 minus 7 because already the sign is changed. So 3 plus 7, it becomes 10. And we have minus 7 and minus 4 will count. We will not count plus 4 in the second part. So we have minus 7 minus 4, we get minus 11 xy squared. And the last one, instead of minus 2, we will be counting plus 2 now. So that becomes plus 8 plus 2 plus 10. In this way, we have to solve the subtraction problem in the column method. This one we have to be very much careful whenever you are multiplying the negative sign. All the sign has to be changed. Then only we can follow the integer rules. Let's take another question. So from, now the same thing, subtract something from another number. So the from whatever is given, that one will come first. You can see here. Next, the beginning one, subtract. So we are subtracting 3x squared y minus 7xy squared plus 8. So it will come down. Now same thing, we have to multiply the minus sign. So it becomes minus, it becomes plus, it becomes minus. So just you have to change the sign. Then we'll follow the integer rule. Now we have minus 7 minus 3, that becomes minus 10 x squared y. Minus 4 plus 7, it becomes plus 3 xy squared. And the last one, minus 2 minus 8, it becomes minus 10. So this is the way to solve the subtraction problems using column method. It is a very easy method, but the only thing is you have to be careful with the signs, that is minus sign and plus sign, and integer rules. That is most important. Next, let's take another one. Here from, so from what is given, that one will come first. Remember this one, from whatever is there. Then here you can see that in the subtraction we have 8 plus 3x squared y plus 4xy. So here what to do, x squared y should come under x squared y, xy should come under xy, but xy we don't have. Now let's see. So this is the way to put it. Now you see here, under x squared y we have written x squared y, under minus 2 we have written plus 8. Now these are the like terms. Now this is minus 4xy squared and plus 4xy, these are all single terms. The same way what you have done in line method, we have to just keep as it is. Then subtraction. So you have to subtract the whole thing. So we will use the negative multiplication. So all the sign has to be changed. So this becomes minus, plus 8 becomes minus 8, plus 4xy becomes minus 4xy. This one also has to be changed. Although we are not using it, it has to be changed. Now, integer rule we will use it. So minus 7 minus 3 becomes minus 10x squared y, minus 4xy squared, and we have nothing down. So whatever is there, just bring it down. You can put 0xy squared, but it's of no use. So minus 4xy squared, just leave the gap. Don't put anything down xy squared because we don't have anything. Like oranges should be added with oranges only. If nothing is there, just leave it like that. Just bring it down. Next, minus 2 minus 8 becomes minus 10. And the last one, you can see here, minus 4xy, and we have nothing in the upper part we don't have anything. So the same thing, just put it as it is. So this is the way to solve addition and subtraction of algebraic expression. Two things you have to remember. One is the integer rule. Next, like terms. Integer rule, like terms. That's the most important thing. And when you are multiplying with a negative symbol, the sign has to be changed. So in this way, we can solve any question related to addition and subtraction of algebraic expressions. Thank you and keep exploring.